Following segment is sponsored by the Deseret News Home Show. Keeping your yard healthy during a drought can be a big challenge. So here to discuss some ways to keep things blooming is a local horticulturist, James Batton. He's the man. He has all the answers. Thank you for joining us again today.
Absolutely.
Always good to see you, James. Dressed and impressed. I love it.
Thank you.
You got some tips for us when it comes to this drought, or any drought. Utah is always in one. So what is your first tip?
Well, it's about considering drought-tolerant plants. We see people moving from all parts of the state that, you know, they have plants they love and they want to incorporate them in their landscape. They may not work so well in Utah. So first thing, choosing the right plants.
How do you know what to choose?
Well, there's great resources here. Red Butte Garden, the Botanical Garden is fabulous. The nurseries are well informed. So, you know, asking the right questions, knowing the situation that you're planting in, what part of the valley, because we have a lot of diversity here.
Well, you have all the knowledge. You've done this so long. It takes a while to kind of gain that knowledge, and you're going to share some of that knowledge also in healing side of trees. What is the healing side of trees? What does that mean?
Well, research has been done that shows that in an area that didn't have trees, then trees are incorporated. We're talking about in cities. Those parks, those areas where trees are incorporated, crime goes down. It just becomes a more peaceful place. And then, of course, there's a whole body of research about actually going into a forest setting out of Japan, where they actually do a practice that we call forest bathing. That's all about the energy and the chemicals that trees give off and heal people.
It's interesting living in New York. There's a reason people gravitate towards Central Park.
Oh, absolutely.
It brings life.
Absolutely.
Again, that's absolutely. And what would be your final tip?
Well, I think my final tip would really be the right tree in the right place. So often in landscape design, I see people putting trees where they're simply going to outgrow and they're going to become problematic. And maybe in our little microclimates in our landscape, they would be better off in a more...
Do your research before you go. Right tree, the right place. That's great advice. Now, you're going to be at the home show coming up this weekend. It's going to be awesome. Tell me about the home show.
Well, it's the Desert News Home Show. It's in the fall. We have an opportunity to speak on stage. I'll be there both, or all 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You can look in the guide. My smiling face and big white beard is there.
Can't miss the beard, man. I wish I could grow it like that. That's awesome.
But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And it's a great resource because it's all in one place. People can come and you talk about getting ideas. That's really a great idea location.
Fantastic. Go check him out, James, for sure. Where can we get more information?
Well, you can find me on the web at jamesbatton.com. The James Batton Show I have on YouTube and Facebook, and all my contact information is there. I am a consultant, a diagnostician, so...
And go check him out at this home show for sure. You're going to be on there on the design stage. You got a lot of tips and tricks for all of us.
I'm going to be talking about dealing with this drought that we're in.
Absolutely. You got all the answers. You've been doing this most of your life.
Since 1979.
1979. Amazing. Well, keep up the good work. You're awesome. Come back to the show anytime, James.
Absolutely.
I'm going to start working on my beard today.
Do it.